Like I said, I'm still Melissa. But there's something. There's a part of me that's always going to be gone.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada with Melissa. Melissa is 43 years old and she comes all the way from Scandinavia, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Do you give us permission to use this video on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so you're born in Scandinavia, Melissa?
Yes.
All right, where were you raised?
Here, there, and every flipping where.
Yeah?
I joined the Marines, got the hell out of Dodge.
You joined the Marines? All right, we're gonna get into that. Where'd you go to high school?
Went to high school in Arizona.
Okay.
I graduated from Arizona State University.
Oh, you went to college? Mm-hmm. Wow, straight from high school, or did you go to community college first?
I had a great big gap. I went to the Marines. I hadn't even finished high school yet. I was barely even 17.
Yeah? You had good grades?
I don't know.
Did you have any hobbies in high school? Were you into band or sports or anything like that?
No.
Not really? Mm-mm. So do you remember high school at all? No?
No, I don't.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because as youngsters, we tend to block out those things in which we don't care for.
Oh, I see.
And I don't just think that, I know that we do.
Yeah.
So if you take yourself, for example, wherever you went to high school or grew up at, you're only remembering the good things, those good things. Hey, remember me and Chuck went out for that Friday night football game. Or, hey, we got invited to this great big, social gathering. That's what mattered back then in high school. In junior high, not so much, right? We're going here, there, and everywhere. We don't even know if we need to brush our teeth or wash our asses. And then you have grade school, which is before junior high, where you're just a kid learning to be a human being in society.
Yeah.
Which is probably the hardest part of growing up. Because you go from 0 to 5 with your parents, or one or both of them. Unless you're adopted like me.
Who'd you grow up with?
Myself.
Who raised you?
Myself.
No, when you were a little kid. I mean, do you have mom and dad?
No.
Okay, you're born in Scandinavia. You came here. How did you come here? Who'd you come here with?
I came over to America from Scandinavia on a boat.
Okay.
I didn't come directly to Vegas. I came to America.
Okay.
To a part of America.
Probably New York.
New York, Manhattan.
Yeah.
I remember being in Manhattan at night.
Yeah.
That's the only part I remember, though.
Okay.
It was such a quick blip. I was there and transported here, there, and everywhere. Probably till I was about 16.
Okay. All right. Now, who raised you? Who'd you live with all those years?
Strangers, complete strangers. I was taken from my home.
Okay.
And put directly into society.
Foster care. Okay, that's what I meant. So you had different foster parents?
Oh yeah, and they weren't really foster parents. They were just people who thought they were going to change the world one day. Yeah. That gave a shit about the next guy.
Okay, when you were going to high school, who were you living with?
Whoever.
Well, foster
Sometimes
parents.
I sneak in people's rooms. They let me stay the week or stay the weekend.
So you're telling me you were homeless all those years in high school?
Yeah.
Then how'd you go?
Each time I got my education, it was by a fluke, or somebody was trying to do something similar to what you're doing. Yeah. Even way back when, they would, as a child, they wanted to take pictures of me. You're going to be a porcelain doll, and they try to put these dreams of innuendo or dreams of candor, so to say, things that are better than where you are right now.
Yeah.
You can always go to America and have the 2.5 kids and the rich husband, and he will be well-to-do and take care of you, and all your worries will be gone.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
Okay, so you were in the military?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you there?
I was there solid for 3 years.
Okay. So when did you first start using drugs?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I was out almost 11.
You started using drugs at 11?
Marijuana.
Marijuana? Okay, who got you into it?
Myself.
Like, who was doing it around you? Who influenced you, though?
Myself. I would be at school and be hearing people talk about it. I wanted to try that right now.
Yeah? So 11, you started doing marijuana?
Oh, yeah. Probably almost 12, closer to almost 12.
Okay. Now, you did marijuana, and you're doing good in school, though, right? Yeah.
I graduated. I always graduated. The year in which I got my scholarship for Arizona State University, I I graduated top of my class.
You graduated top of your class, but you don't remember anything in childhood.
I really don't. I've had other people talk to me about these things with me.
Okay.
I just don't.
I see.
I just don't. In schooling, I found that my studies found that we truly block bad things out, traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
I don't remember being raped, but I remember having that child.
Oh yeah.
I remember saying goodbye to him. I remember wanting him to have a perfect everything.
I'm sorry. How many kids do you have, you think?
I don't know.
You don't know how many kids you have? Okay. So after you did that marijuana at 12, when did you start doing the hard drugs?
Probably that same year. Probably within that same year.
Okay, what kind of drugs were you using?
I have no idea. Marijuana, crystal meth, heroin. Marijuana, mostly.
Okay, now if you were into heavy drugs, how did you graduate high school? How did you manage
That's the good part about it. What you're going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to be, is determined between the ages of 0 to the age of 5.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that we truly do. We tend to take the good things out of life and put them in a bag, and the bad things in life, put it in a corner and throw it away or dust it off and put it on another shelf so we can take it back and look at, oh, so I'm this way. Yeah. Well, I know I'm a very caring, giving, kind person. Always. I've always been that way. I had a brain aneurysm in 2009. Did that change those characteristics? No, it did not. I'm still very kind. If you ask me and I have it, I'm going to give it to you. I'm never going to tell anybody no. I'm never going to tell anybody no or turn them away from a meal or anything else for that matter.
Go ahead and tell me what happened after college. What'd you major in?
That's where the huge gap in memory goes like, something bad, I'm sure.
Yeah. Happened after college? What did you major in?
Me, I majored in business, psychology, and this part's funny. Surgical Institute is what it was called. Back then it was called the Surgical Art Institute of Pathology, the heart.
What'd you do after college?
See what I'm doing? That's what I've been doing.
Okay. How did you end up like that? How did you become homeless?
In 2011, I had my brain aneurysm. And ever since then, I haven't been able to have a full-time job. I was a low-income housing tax credit property manager for Frank Hawkins out here in Vegas.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You were doing that before the aneurysm?
Yeah, I did that also in Arizona.
Okay. Were you married?
No, I've never been married. Never been married.
But you had your own home and everything?
No, I've never owned a home.
Did you have an apartment?
Yeah.
So you were living out of college. Once you graduated college, you were living on your own. Mm-hmm. Did you have kids that you were raising or no?
Yeah, I had already had my daughter Jillian.
Okay.
I had her when I was 17.
Okay.
I had my daughter Adia when I was almost 22.
And you were raising them? Mm-hmm. So you weren't heavy on drugs then those years?
No.
Okay. When you had your aneurysm in 2011...
I wasn't on drugs either.
I know, but once you had your aneurysm, then you started using drugs?
More hardcore as far as everyday use, yeah.
Okay. What was the reason for you going hardcore into drugs?
I don't know. I honestly do not know.
Did you lose anything after your aneurysm?
What the hell do you think, dude? Okay,
I mean, tell me everything you lost.
I'll tell you what happened on that day. It was a deep vein thrombosis is what they call it. The cortex brain. My whole, the bulbous of the brain.
Yeah.
And every part of my brain that could short circuit did. So every nerve ending went meow.
Yeah.
And I died.
Oh.
I woke up. I had gotten a scalding hot bath water ready. Didn't get in the bath. But I'm bleeding obviously from this ear, and it's already dried by the time I come to.
Yeah.
The blood is already dried.
Yeah.
So I must have fallen that way.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Okay, so you've been homeless how many years now?
Well, that would be from 2000.
13 years?
Yeah, almost 15 years now.
15 years?
Almost, yeah.
Okay, how do you survive out here?
From day to day, one day from the next. You never, out here there's no planning. You don't put roots down. These aren't friends.
Yeah.
These are acquaintances that you might not see tomorrow, so don't get too attached to them, right? Be mindful of who you are, when you are, and how you are at all times. Your shit's gonna come up missing almost daily, right off your feet. Shoes, clothes, whatever. I was using my purse as my pillow. My pillow came up missing out from underneath my head.
Now, have you ever worked on the street as a prostitute? Okay.
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't. I'm standing right there, playing this sign.
Okay. Let me see the sign.
It says anything helps.
Okay.
Does anything help your current situation? Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't.
Have you ever worked? You never worked as a prostitute then?
No.
Your whole life? Okay.
My entire life, I never set out and said, I'm going to be a prostitute today. Mm-mm.
You've been offered though.
Yes.
What do you say to them?
Almost every day of my life, I'm offered to do a blowjob or something, or some sexual favor for a man or a female, a male or a female.
Female too?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been propositioned by females.
What do you tell them?
Thanks, but no thanks.
So you're raised in a bunch of homes, right? Because of foster care, right? Do you know who your real parents were?
I do know now.
Why did they give you up for adoption? Do you remember?
Because he was a dirty old drunk.
Oh, the dad. Oh, they were alcoholics.
I don't know about her.
Okay.
I know that she died during childbirth.
Okay.
Having me.
Oh, your mom did? Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. You were in high school. You're doing great. When did you start getting these letters for college? What grade?
I remember the first letter was like when I was in 9th grade, I think.
You got one in 9th grade? Which
sure.
college was that? Do you remember?
Oh, the first college. Juilliard.
Which one?
Juilliard.
You got a letter from them?
Yeah.
Who'd you take that home to and celebrate with? Was there anyone to celebrate with?
Myself.
Really? You couldn't take it home to mom, or obviously your mom wasn't there, but your foster parents didn't care? They didn't give a hoot that you...
It's not that they didn't care, they didn't give a hoot.
They didn't understand probably.
They didn't know to. Yeah.
They probably didn't. They're probably just doing it for the money.
Exactly.
Take you in for the money. Probably try to make you...
and they think it's a 2-for-1 type of thing. You know, they get some money, they can take care of some kids.
They get some money.
Some dirty old, just straight rapists.
Try to force you to...
do things that you wouldn't even know
Not only
to do.
that, but try to get you into special ed services so they can even get more money.
Yeah, and then they try to get you into
But guess
special
what?
ed, and then
But that doesn't
whatever
work
that
for you.
community might have, and
Yeah.
then whatever that next community might have.
I know the foster system. It's
Yeah,
sad.
it's horrible.
How many foster parents did you think you went through?
I have no idea.
A lot?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's a blur.
Is it a blur because
My next thing was to wake up every day, just to wake up every day.
bad things happen in those homes? Some of those
I'm
homes?
sure they did, yeah.
Yeah. It's blocked out of your mind though?
As best it can be.
But Melissa, you're a magnificent person. You went to college on your
That doesn't
own.
mean anything.
No, I mean, it means a lot.
You know how far that education goes in the real world these days?
And now, in this day and age, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so once you went to college, you lived in the dorms or you lived at home?
Wherever I could lay my head.
No, but when you were in college, where'd you stay?
Oh, like I said, wherever I could go, you know, whether it be in the park, whether it be at somebody's place, it was everywhere.
So college was free then? So,
Yeah.
okay.
College.
You just didn't have a place to stay? But you did graduate?
Yes.
So after you graduated, you went into the military? After you graduated college?
I didn't even graduate. No. I hadn't gotten to college yet.
Oh.
I go straight into the military.
After high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way I had something to better my career or better my knowledge, better my, I hate this country.
Yeah. How long were you in the military?
I served 3 years, active duty.
Okay.
And then right before the Gulf War hit, I had just gotten out.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you went to college?
And then I did on and off college, here and there, here and there, here and there.
Yeah.
But I finished it with the military background. So that way, I had something, like I said.
Yeah. And then what'd you do after that?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
I've just been living.
No, but you told me that you had kids and you raised them and you had an apartment?
No, I have not raised them completely.
Okay. And then when did you become homeless? After the aneurysm?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of drugs do you currently use?
Everything.
Everything?
Not everything, every day, all day. But I do marijuana, crystal, heroin.
Okay.
Anything and everything that can grow in the ground or has Mother Earth's stamp on it, I do. Crystal meth is the only thing that God or Mother Earth did not give birth to.
Have you ever been sober in the last 20 years, 30 years?
Yeah.
Okay, what years were you sober?
I don't know the years exactly.
But you were sober.
But it would be before that, yeah.
Do you have any siblings in the world or anyone that you love?
Yeah.
Who is it?
My sister Jennifer.
Your sister? Your real sister? Where does she live?
I don't know.
When's the last time you heard from her?
Since she allowed me to meet my son, who is also her son.
How's that? Since
My sister
Uh-huh.
has my son, grandson is what he'd be. So I somehow decide I'm going to donate my offspring so that my dad and my mom can have a daughter or a son, whatever. Well, ends up being a daughter, and that's my sister Jennifer. She was born 2/8/88. Then my sister Heather was born same day, same month, same year.
So they're twins.
No, but yeah, 2 different dads, 2 different moms.
Okay.
Still my offspring though.
Okay. So your drug use started in 2011, correct?
Yeah,
You didn't do drugs before that,
here and there, yeah.
but you were functioning.
I guess I've always been functioning. The only problem is now is that I don't have an income that supports an apartment
Yeah.
and all that. I got my Social Security approved in May this
Okay.
year.
Okay.
I still haven't received a check.
How old are you?
43.
And you get Social Security?
And I had that brain aneurysm. I was almost 33. So May 22nd, I turned 33 that July
Got it.
of my brain aneurysm, yeah.
How has life changed since your brain aneurysm?
Like I said, I'm still Melissa, but there's something. There's a part of me that's always gonna be gone.
Your party's always going to be gone? What do you?
I don't know what that is. I think faith in humanity, faith in.
You lost faith in humanity because of all the bad things that happened to you? Did anyone ever do anything good for you?
What do you mean? Like they just set out and said, I'm gonna make a sure Melissa has this, that, and the other thing. Oh, they're very greedy towards me.
Yeah. Do you have anyone to go to or talk to at all in this world? Nobody?
Not any longer, no.
Do you know how to use YouTube?
Yeah.
You have a phone? Because if when this video is published, you can go watch your video and people are going to leave you some really kind comments and maybe help too for you.
That'd be nice.
I'm serious. Can you get access to YouTube?
Yeah. I'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. So you just been kind of on the street since 2011?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you stay at night? Are you safe?
For the most part, yes and no, because my purse was stolen right out from underneath my head. You know, I was using it as a pillow.
You know, people out here love you. I'm not out here that much, but I've heard great things about you.
Oh, thank you.
That young lady right now just brought you some brand new shoes.
I know, right? That was so cool.
And what else? People are always looking after you. Why is that, you think? You must be a special person.
I think that.
What makes you so special?
I think it's because my sincerity is real.
Yeah.
I think they know automatically that if I say, hey, if you guys need this, that, or the other thing, and I say, yeah, I'm going to go get that for you, I come back with what I say I'm going to come back with, and, you know.
There's something special about you, Melissa.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in a relationship?
When I was 27.
That was the last one? Mm-hmm. You don't have a boyfriend out here on the streets? Never had one?
No.
What's the reason for that?
Independence.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like addicts, you know.
Yeah.
Heroin addicts or otherwise.
Yeah.
It just is what it is in that department.
Now, if someone offered you housing or rehab, would you go? Would you take it?
Rehab, no, because that'd be a waste of everybody involved.
Why is that? Why would that be a waste?
I don't want sobriety.
Oh, you don't want sobriety?
I don't want rehab. I
At least you're being honest.
I like what I do. I just can't be on the streets doing it, you know, losing my...
What do you mean you like
you see
what
where the
you
Rio
do?
is right here?
Yeah.
On the other side of the Rio, butt-ass naked. And I don't know how I ended up that way. I have absolutely no idea. I know I was walking, and all of a sudden, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm waking up. I'm falling off of one of those, the machine, the meter over there.
Yeah.
I was asleep on one of those. I wake up butt-ass naked. obviously somebody had called the cops, seen me butt ass naked, and the cops are. By the time I got, I'm falling off of it, and that's what wakes me up. I'm falling off. Bam! I almost hit the ground. I'm pulling myself up and getting ready to walk around, seeing where the hell I could find some clothes, right?
Yeah.
And here comes the cops pulling up on the sidewalk.
You said that you are not interested in getting clean, right?
I'm not interested in sobriety, so to
Okay.
speak. No.
Why is that?
Because I think drugs is who I am.
Drugs is who you are.
Not what I am, but who I am.
Okay. Why?
What I am is a good person, deep down to the core of the person. If I had money to give, I'd give. If I, there was a time where my apartment was being paid for in Arizona, and I was being well taken care of. I'd go out and feed the homeless at night, and just do.
While you're doing drugs?
Yeah, while I was doing drugs, because my mind isn't always on me; it's always on everybody else, making sure.
You're only
everybody else
41, right?
43.
You're only 43. You have a long life ahead. You want
Do
to
I?
keep using?
I don't think
Potentially long life.
I don't think that long-term use. Yeah, eventually is going to catch up with you.
So there's absolutely nothing we can do to motivate you to possibly get clean one day?
As far as sobriety goes,
Yeah.
no.
Why is it? Why do you feel so hopeless about sobriety?
I'm not hopeless over it. I don't want it. Like,
Okay.
I'm not saying, can you help me get sober? I'm a horrible addict. No.
Yeah.
I know I'm an addict. I know what I want.
Yeah.
I know that this is what I like to do to make me feel good.
Okay. Makes
So
you
it's
feel
heroin.
good. Okay.
To each his own.
Where's your kids at right now?
Arizona.
Do you talk to them or no? Your kids at all? No?
Nope. And that's easier for me because it's not a way of an excuse.
Yeah.
It's in a way of they can't say that anything I did wrong can ever reflect upon what they are and who they are. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And my kids could never say, my mommy did this and this is why I'm this way.
But never say never, right? It could happen, correct? One day you could wake up and want sobriety, right? It's a possibility.
You never know. You never know.
You never know, right?
You never know.
If you had a time machine and you could travel to any year in the past.
I go back to the beginning of time.
What year is that, and tell me why?
I would go back to the beginning of time and I would not have allowed man to procreate on the earth.
If you could have lunch with anybody in any period of time in history, who would it be?
Cleopatra.
Tell us why.
I don't know.
What's your favorite color?
Lavender,
Why?
violet
Why?
is the color of royalty.
What's your favorite animal?
Aminals, I love aminals. I guess cats.
Cats? When was the last animal you had?
A cat.
Oh, where is it now?
I have no idea.
Oh. What's something you tried but you would never do again?
Sex with a woman?
You tried it once, you didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Well, maybe you're not bisexual.
Doesn't mean that I'm not bisexual, it's just not right. It's wrong.
It's wrong? Why is it wrong?
Two girls aren't supposed to be together.
Are you religious?
No.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with religion or is what I felt when I did that.
Okay.
This don't feel right. If it don't feel right, it is not right. I don't care if you're pink, purple, black, green, it doesn't matter. Your ethnicity does not matter in your sexuality.
All right, last question. If a genie showed up right now and gave you 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
My check to get here, my check to finally come.
Which check? The SSI?
Yeah,
Okay.
my Lexus.
Your
I want to
Lexus?
buy a SUV Lexus.
What'd you have before when you were
A Lexus.
when you were
300
balling?
SI.
You had a Lexus before?
Yeah,
When you were doing good in life?
yeah.
Sure.
When I was doing what morale calls the American dream, inner peace
Inner peace?
with all these things. Yeah.
How can you get inner peace? Wouldn't you wish to be away off drugs?
No.
You don't want that as a wish? You like drugs
No
too
way.
much?
I like drugs.
Yeah.
Marijuana?
Anything else you want to share with us before we let you go?
No, not really.
You speak eloquently.
Thank you. That's
You're-
a beautiful word. Eloquently means open and driven.
Yes. God bless you, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You as well. God bless
You have any questions for me? Make sure you keep in touch, okay?
Okay.
You're very special.
Thank you.
You are.
I appreciate that.
All right, I'm gonna give you a card, and I wish the best for you. Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much for sharing your story. I know it was it was tough discussing some of the issues you had in your as a child. So
Yeah, it was. It's you know, it's funny. You don't realize how much those things really impact you until you're starting to talk about them or go to talk about them.
all right, thank you so much.
Thank you.